let's talk about basic statements and expressions. So in this case, we're going to talk about how the software is made. So for instance, the computer programs are made of statements. So if we don't have that, we don't have anything. It's like having, all the bricks and studs and everything to build a house. But if you don't have the blueprint to build a house, you don't have a house. So basically with this, it's the same thing. So the statements are the foundation of the softwares, of the programs. So for instance, statements, it could be, I'm going to give you an example here for those who has been watching my prior videos about coding. So if you didn't see them, if you didn't watch them, please watch them before you keep seeing this class. So I'm going to show you this. For instance, print. We have print is to show something on the screen. For instance, in Python we have print and then parentheses and then we have quotation marks and then this is a test. We close quotation marks and then parentheses, we close it, and then that is what we are going to see. We're going to see this is a test. If you want to type something else, you can do that. Also, we have here another calculation. So we have 2 plus 1, it could be 2 plus 2, 2 times 4 or whatever. So that is another statement. And then we have the comparison. So for instance, if x is greater than 1, the sky is blue. Else, if it's not, the sky is green. So that will be something like very basic. Or you can do another comparison. For instance, if you are over 18, you can get into the bar. If it's not, you have to leave or something like that. So also we have keywords. That's something that we're going to talk about later. We have expressions and operators. So operators are the symbols that tells the computer to perform an action with some input. So if you're wondering what are the inputs, here we have the input. So for instance, the operators or operations here that you have is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So the plus sign, the minus sign or negative sign, and then you have the asterisk, that is the multiplication, and then the division is the /. And then we have the operator. The operator, like I mentioned before, it could be plus, minus, multiplication, division, and we have the input. The inputs are, or operands are the numbers that we have on the left and on the right. So that is how it works. So if you type that on Python, you will get a result. And we have the expression. What is the expression? The expression is the total of the calculation that we just made. So if we have 2 plus 3 plus 2, and then it would be 5. So the expression will be the total. So here I have another example. For instance, if you do 1 plus 1, it will be 2. But here I'm going to show you something that is very important. I'm going to remove this, so that way you can see. For instance, many people will think, okay, this is 30, but indeed is 20. I'm going to explain you why. Because when here we have the rules in programming, in math is the same. So when we have the parentheses are going to be first, and then we have the exponent, and then we have multiplication and division from left to right, and then we have addition and subtraction from left to right. So the computer, what we'll do is we'll do this calculation first, and then it will add the number 2. For instance, if you do 3 times 6, it will be 18 plus 2, it will be 20. But some people will think that is otherwise. Some people will think that it's going to be 30, because they're going to do 2 plus 3, and then they're going to have 5, and then 5 times 6 is 30. But if you want to have 30, if you want to do this in Python or any computer language, you will have to do this. You have to do the parenthesis, and then you will have the 30. Otherwise, if you don't have this, the parenthesis, your result is going to be 20. I'm going to show you on my cell phone, so that way you can see this. Or let's see if I can use my calculator on my Mac. Okay, so here we're going to do it in my Mac instead of use my iPhone. So for instance, we do 2 plus 3 times 6, and we have 20. So if you want it to be 30, you have to do this. Like I mentioned before, we have to use the parenthesis, and then 2 plus 3, and then parenthesis times 6 equal, and then we have 30. So that is how it works. So that is things that you have to keep in mind. Otherwise, your software is not going to work the way you want it, or you're going to have a mixed results, and you're not going to know why it's happening, and that is why. So now I will see you in the next class. Remember to keep watching the whole playlist so that you will understand everything. See you in the next one.